If we don't want Article 37 of the Constitution, let us do a constitutional amendment and we repeal it, so that we don't need it. But so long as that article in the Constitution, Madam Speaker, that article, people must be allowed to exercise their freedoms and their rights under the Article 37. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, when you go to Article 239, it is very clear, national security organs, in performing the functions and exercising the powers of the national security agents, and every member of the national security organs shall not, one, act in a partisan manner, Madam Speaker. We cannot have a partisan police service, Madam Speaker. That cannot happen in this country, over our watch as members of this House. Secondly, Madam Speaker, further any interest of any political party. If Kenya Kwanza wants to advance their agenda, let them have, like KANU, let them have Kenya Kwanza goons and youth wingers. Let them do that and use that to, you cannot use the police to propagate your agenda, Madam Speaker. That cannot happen. The police is there to protect and defend the rights of every Kenyan. And once that is lost, Madam Speaker, that is the beginning of anarchy in this country. That is the beginning of anarchy, Madam Speaker. Let us not lose. Let us not lose that.
Honorable Junet, your time is up. This next chance will go to the leader of majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Maybe, Honorable Speaker, I just begin by telling the Honorable Junet that the Kenya Kwanza government has no desire, has no plans to enlist the services of goons. Yes. Those who enlist the services of goons and anarchy are well known in this country. And we indeed, I want to join you to say that the police should and must act fairly, objectively, and in line with the law. And with that, I thank the Honorable Rosa Buyu for having brought us this motion. Not necessarily to discuss the police, yes, but to have an opportunity to have a conversation and a debate, yes, on violence and the use of violence as currency for political engagement in this country. Honorable Speaker, we've all been very keen to quote Article 37 of the Constitution on the right to picket and demonstrate. But conveniently, our brothers conveniently leave out a very critical part of that provision in the Constitution, that you have the right to demonstrate and picket peaceably and unarmed. Honorable Speaker, what we have witnessed in this country in the last 7 or so months is not, these are not demonstrations. No picketing. What we have witnessed is sheer anarchy. It is riots. It is anarchy. Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from the member for Baringo, she will have an opportunity. She can stop contributing. I have a very good brain to be able to make my own contribution. Honorable Speaker, I was saying, it is sheer anarchy. We have witnessed a campaign of people being mobilized into riots, lawlessness, thuggery, robbery at times. We have seen people being robbed in the streets. We have seen shops being looted. We have seen highways, very expensive highways, being destroyed. Newly built roads like ABC rerunning at Kangemi. Honorable Speaker, I saw the other day tires being lit. There is now a pothole in the middle of that highway. Tomorrow, there will be an accident there, and we will all be crying, oh, why is the ministry not doing this? What about the person who lit a tire to destroy that public infrastructure? I remember last term, when President Uhuru Kenyatta said, as he commissioned the Nairobi-Naivasha Railway, that any person who destroyed public infrastructure, he will not hesitate. In fact, if I quote, he said, haki ya Mungu, nitaweka sahihi anyongwe. I'm not saying anybody, President Ruto should sign for those who destroy the expressway to be hanged or to be executed, but I'm saying we must be responsible as leaders. We are using heavy words today here, and that's why I took great exception to the use of the term genocide by the Honorable Samuel Atandi. We have used words like communities are being targeted, the Luo nation is under siege, it is being targeted. Honorable Speaker, it is true. There have been these violent riots And I must hesitate from using the word demonstrations because there have not been a single incident of a demonstration or picketing until yesterday. And I must commend a group I saw in Kisii County yesterday. That there have been people who have been mobilized, criminal elements. And the police must deal with all criminals, whether within the political circles or outside the political circles, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I was saying in Mlolongo, Honorable Speaker, when people were demolishing the expressway, and Honorable Junet knows where he was. And